The Pokemon Connections Pokemon Crystal Walkthrough Part 10. Hey guys, welcome back to some more Pokemon Crystal action. We're now into the double digits of our walkthrough. That's right, at episode 10. And I'm really excited about that. Walkthrough starting to kick off. Okay, so in this episode we're going to be going through the Ilex Forest. So I'm just going to come over here and pick up some repels. At the Martinez town, you can buy a charcoal. It's like a miracle seed. Boost the power of fire type instead of grass type. I, at this point, wouldn't recommend getting it. I'm not going to get it for my Inferno. It just costs a lot, and at this point in the game, it's going to be like all your money, and you'll have no money for other things like repels and potions, and I wouldn't buy it. And with that, we're off into Ilex Forest until... Oh, it's the guy who threw you 15 yards. The redhead. And you're going to battle him. And he's improved quite a lot since the time you faced him back in Cherry Grove. He's going to lead off with a Ghastly. And then, in any given order, has Zubat. And then the second form of the starter that's super effective against yours. It's pretty complicated, I know it sounds pretty complicated. But what I mean is, so in our case, we started with Inferno. And water super effective against fire. So, he started with Totodile, and his is the second form, so it's Croconaw. And if you started with a Chikorita right now, he's going to have a Quilava, and if you started with a Croconaw, he's going to have a Bayleaf right now. And he's a lot harder to beat than he was back in Cherry Grove. His Croconaw opposes the biggest threat. His Ghastly can be pretty dangerous too, with the ability to paralyze you or put you to sleep with Hypnosis and Lick. And quite frankly, you're gonna want to it sounds weird, you're gonna want to get licked and paralyzed. But as soon as you get paralyzed, that takes unless you heal it takes the ability right out of the gate for him to use Hypnosis on you. It will have no effect whatsoever. So I would have preferred to get licked there, or as opposed to put to sleep, but we didn't get either done to us, so that's just double as good, and then that way we can probably take on this Zubat with Quigley too. And yeah, it missed 2 Hypnosises on us, and then the Zubat missed a Supersonic on us. And we're getting pretty lucky here. So yeah. Oh, okay. They had to get one eventually. They had to get a Hypnosis or Supersonic eventually. You just saw it coming there. Oh, yep. And now it's going to be on like 4 HP left, but we're just going to keep missing, right? Oh my gosh, if we die, please hit. Oh, yes, Confuse No More and Water Gun hits. So that's good news. We're going to get up to level 16, I think, off Zubat. No, maybe not. No, not even close. I just thought it might. And this is the biggest threat. And I'm not even going to switch here. Just because I want Quigley to get some more experience. But I'm going to switch out right away into Sprout. And so it can put Croconaw to sleep. And then a couple of Vine Whips should do the job. Water Gun's not going to do too much to Sprout. It's not very effective, so... yeah, it's not going to do a whole lot of damage. And its Leer misses, and then we go for a Sleep Powder, and it hits. Just loving the accuracy, eh? We've used Sleep Powder probably like 10 times in this walkthrough. Not once has it missed. It's 75 accuracy. It's like 1 in 4 chance that it misses. And we've used it 10 times, and it's hit every single time. Yeah, we're just getting the best accuracy here. And one more Vine Whip should end this battle. Overall, pretty easy battle. Much harder than the Cherry Grove battle. Ghastly, Zubat, second form of whatever starter super effective against yours. At this point in the game, unless you only have one Pokemon, you shouldn't have any trouble with it. And Sprout's gonna try to learn Poison Powder when it levels up to 17. And we are going to delete Growth or Wrap. Wrap. I want to keep Growth for special defense boosting. But unfortunately, quite soon we're going to have to get rid of growth anyway. And that kind of sucks. So, collect the money, and he's just ranting on about how he hates the weak. And the weak Pokemon, weak trainers, blah, blah, blah. And he just being, just being himself. And then, with that, he'll head off into Ilex Forest, and we won't see him again for a while. So, yeah, without further ado, we'll try to go through Ilex Forest now, see if any redhead interrupts us now on our way through to Ilex Forest. And hopefully we can get out of here this time. Hopefully. So, yeah. Okay, so soak Ace of the town all in, because you're not going to see it again. Well, I might come back to get charcoal for Inferno later on when we have more money and when it actually makes sense. So I'm just going to spray one of the repels we got and head on into Ilex Forest. So when you come in, there's going to be a guy in green here, and he's all worried because he lost his boss's Farfetch'd that cuts trees for charcoal, and you have to go find it for him. And this is almost like a mini puzzle. Depending on which way you talk to Farfetch'd from, well, not really talk, but you know what I mean, depending on which way you approach Farfetch'd from, that's the way that changes the way that it's gonna go. So you're gonna want to go from behind from the side right there, so it can't get through to the right, then behind, and one more behind right here, and you're done the puzzle. You just have to go from behind again, right here. And it runs, bounces off the wall, and heads back. And when you come back, his boss is going to be there. And yeah, so he goes, "My Farfetch'd, you found it, whatever." And he repays you with HM1, which is cut. We need it to get through Ilex Forest. And yeah, HM, you can use it as many times as you want. Teach it to a Pokemon. You can't delete it. Delete an HM. I forgot to mention that when we got Flash. You can't delete an HM except through use of the move deleter, which is in Blackthorn City. And for this HM cut, we are going to be teaching it to Sprout. And, I was thinking about getting an HM slave. What an HM slave is, you just load on the HMs to it and carry it around, and you can basically use cut for you, rock smash, strength. But I thought, I looked at Sprout's Generation 2 learn sets, and it didn't learn a whole lot of good moves, so I just put on cut there. I think it's 60 or 50 base power. We're not gonna use a whole lot in battle, but it's nice to get around. And I forgot something. Before you cut, and you might even want to get it while you're chasing around the Farfetch'd, you just follow me. I'm gonna speed this up. You go over here, go back here, and you get the Revive. Revive's a pretty good item. We're gonna need it. Can't talk today. We might need it for the 3rd gym, which is coming up in the next city. And let's continue. So you go up here, back here, you get the X attack. It boosts your attack in battle. After the battle, the status upgrade is put to side, and it doesn't have any effect past that. So just gonna spray another repel. And if you come over here and go up there, right there, you're gonna get an antidote. Cures poisoning. And that is most of the items that we can get in the Ilex Forest for now, except that one, and we're going to be getting that in a sec. After we talk to this guy. And this is pretty interesting. This guy is a move tutor for the move Headbutt. And what Headbutt is, it's 70 base power, normal type, and you can teach it to your Pokemon, and those, you see those little trees, like the ones that like he's facing, not the big huge ones, they almost look like little Christmas trees or something. You use Headbutt on those, and sometimes Pokemon will fall out, and you can catch them. And there's a ton of Pokemon, some good Pokemon actually, that you can catch through Headbutt. We're just going to teach Headbutt to Inferno. And Pokemon you can catch in Crystal with Headbutt are Caterpie, Metapod, Butterfree, Weedle, Kakuna, Beedrill, Spearow, Ekans, Execute, Hoot Hoot, Noctowl, Leddyba, Spinarak, Apom, Pineco, and Heracross. Isn't that a long list? So I'm just going to replace Tackle on Inferno with Headbutt. Just whatever Tackle's base power is. I think it's like 45 or something. Upgrade that to 70. I don't think... Well, I know for a fact we're not going to be catching any Pokemon off that list for our team. But we might use Headbutt just later on if we need to complete the Pokedex or something. Or, I don't know. Probably use it eventually just to show you guys what it can do. And we are done here in Ilex Forest, pretty much. After we get that item over there, you come over here and talk to this guy. What? I forget what he does. Does he give you something? Oh, wow. It just had to be a trainer. Okay, I'm just going to skip that. There was a Leddyba that confused me, and there's a Leddyba and a Paris. The Leddyba confused Quigley. That got pretty annoying. Quigley got to level 16 in the end, but it took forever to beat, so I just cut that out. And when you get in here, talk to this girl. She'll give you Sweet Scent. I'm not going to teach it to anyone. It makes Pokemon come to you when you're in the when you're in grass. Just getting it for completion of the game. And that brings us to the conclusion of this episode. Through those doors up ahead is Goldenrod City, well, a route to Goldenrod City, and that's where we'll be going next episode. Thanks for watching, guys. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.